Good evening. It is September 27, 2024. And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Here in Sherbrooke, it's currently 13 degrees Celsius. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the first time I've done a weather report since it has started getting colder, since fall has really fallen upon us. I feel once again this year, like with every year, like I've squandered my chance to spend time outside for the final days of summer, because it's just easier to be inside in front of my computer than it is to be outside in the world. It's been a rough one. The sun this morning rose at 6:41 a.m. and it set at 6:34 p.m. There's 11 hours and 53 minutes of sunlight. We're at sub 12 hours of sunlight. It's less than half the day now. Don't want to be all doom and gloom, but the winter will be upon us before we know it. I'm anticipating it already. It was a little chilly today. It was overcast, cloudy, gloomy. It did not rain, as far as I know. At least not while I was outside. But I felt the gloom metaphorically within my spirit today. So, I mean, I'm just trying to fucking keep it together. It's been difficult. I went to Montreal on Wednesday to see Spirit of the Beehive with Bob. It was fun going out to Montreal with Bob. And the show was good. Spirit of the Beehive performed well. But I was underwhelmed by the show. It was the sound was not great, and I seriously I just feel like I'm just getting older. I mean, I know I'm getting older, but I feel like one of the signs I can really feel like getting older is that I just have a lot less patience for being in a crowd of people standing up for a few hours. It's just that, like, one thing that I particularly like about Spirit of the Beehive is that there's a lot of detail in the sound, and the sound was not really that good, so a lot of detail was lost. And there was just this guy in front of me that, like, just kept moving back, and I should have just confronted him. I was about to, when he just left. It did take away from some of the enjoyment, but I just sort of miss being, like, young and not giving a shit, and just pushing my way to the front. And I'm just constantly like just keenly aware of the fact that I'm tall. I mean, I'm taller than a lot of other people there, and so I don't want to like be blocking people's view. Although at the Faufoune Trick, where the show was, the stage is fairly high. I don't know. I just feel conscious at shows about my height. I'm not super tall, but like I don't know. Like just I'm just more conscious that some people have that struggle of not being able to see at shows because of their height, and that has never been an issue for me. And so I don't know. I just don't have the wherewithal or the patience to like push people out of the way to get to the front like I did when I was a kid. And I found the crowd was sort of dead, which shouldn't like impact my experience, I guess, but it did. Less enthusiasm. I don't know. Like it was good. It was good. I mean, there's some songs that I wanted to hear that I didn't hear, but which is normal because they're from the, like, not the newest album. They played mostly the newest album, which is great. And a few songs off of Entertainment Death. And then a couple songs off of Hypnic Jerks, although not the songs I wanted to hear off of Hypnic Jerks. And they didn't play anything off of Pleasure Suck, which is not surprising, but they did play 21st Road Trip up until their last tour. And that's my favorite Spirit of the Beehive song, and they didn't play it, and that's okay. And then they did an encore, and they just played Earth Kit, and then that was it. I was like, what's the point of doing an encore if you're just going to play one song? It's a good song. I mean, I don't know, yeah. And then it's just been tough just trying to, like, not lose focus, and I feel like I'm losing focus. I've got a show coming up that I'm playing which it's been a struggle to get motivated to work on it, which I wanted to do today, and then I didn't do today because I woke up. I just didn't want to fucking wake up. Just signs of depression coming back. I didn't want to get out of bed, and I did, and I had to rush over to do the janitorial work that I had to do today. I didn't feel like being there or doing it. I got it done. It was fine. But it just sort of sucks sometimes, like, I had to get up, and then didn't have time to take a shower because I woke up too late, and then I didn't have time to make myself some coffee, so I bought an energy drink, and all that for like $30, you know. So anyway, it's cool. I saw my a friend who's the director of the venue, and it's nice to see him, and at least I was able to be useful in some way today. But then I was supposed to go over and work on my set, and then I didn't do it, and I've just been feeling frustrated, and which leads me to the song I'm thinking about today, which is Duke of Anxiety by Scout Niblet, which is a cover of a song by Swearing at Motorists. I prefer the Scout Niblet version. The Swearing at Motorists version is good, but I prefer Scout Niblet's version. And I don't know if she covered this song because it speaks to something in her life, or she just likes the song. But it's a song about being an alcoholic. It's something I can relate to. And I just love that song. It's so succinct. I love really succinct songs about complex, or maybe not complex, just complicated, or even just difficult subjects. Sort of like a song, Heart My Heart by Jason Molina. It's such... I'm just getting chills just thinking about that song. It's such a succinct, economically expressed sort of description of depression. And this is a very succinct description of being an alcoholic. And yeah, I love it. Roommates are getting home. I want to be alone, although they don't impose on me or anything. I just want to be alone. Even if I can just like have the concept in my head of just being alone, having other people, and not having to interact with anybody else. I've just been feeling frustrated, and nothing is working to help me feel less frustrated. And I've just been struggling to not go back to the method that I know is going to immediately make me not feel frustrated in the very short term, which is drinking alcohol. And it's just very difficult. And I'm holding fast, but it's difficult. And I just want to not have to deal with anything anymore. That's not how life works. You have to deal with stuff. And then I just keep getting like offered, like why am I getting offered work now? Why am I just getting offered a ton of work now when it's difficult for me? I'm just getting frustrated here. It's just like a drought of work, and I'm just getting offered a bunch of work now, at last minute, when I'm already booked up. And now I have to deal with this. Now I have to like say no, and then potentially put my ability to get work from these people in jeopardy because I keep saying no all the time. The frustration is coming out now. I don't like showing my frustration, but I am getting frustrated, and I would like to just not have to worry about being an independent contractor anymore and just getting a fucking job, and that's terrifying and difficult, and I wanted to maybe get some help to figure out what kind of job I can get, but no, I have to contact the government. And then I contacted the government, and then the government said, well, we can't help you, you have to fill out a form. And then I go to fill out the form, and the form is really fucking complicated, and I'm not even sure if it's the right form. And just these steps that I find difficult to get through, and it's like, fucking woe is me. I am an adult and life is hard and I just have to keep trying. Um, but it's just very difficult. I just don't want to deal with any of this. And I know that this is the anxiety and the depression talking, but I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be a person. I didn't ask to have to deal with any of this. And I know that as an adult now, it is my responsibility. Um, I think morally, ow, sorry, uh, to figure this out so I can just be a good person and be kind and uh, loving and take care of myself. But I just didn't ask for any of this. I didn't ask to be a person. I didn't ask to exist and to fucking grow older and weaker and closer to getting sick and dying. Which is the dying part is not even my greatest fear. It's the just getting sick, fading away sort of part. And I feel like I'm on this trajectory where like I'm fading away slowly but surely. I'm only 34 years old, but I'm just like slowly getting closer and closer to just not being able to get. I get closer to what I don't even know, and that's sort of the irrationality of this fear. But just, and it's even like just doing stuff that I like doing, like making music. It's just I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore. I'm not sure I want to do anything anymore, you know. And I know I'm just sort of freaking out today, but it feels good to talk about it. Later today. Oh, the day's almost done. It's not quite done yet. It's gonna go down a bit. Down to 12 degrees Celsius, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 p.m. And then going to go down to 11 degrees Celsius, 52 degrees Fahrenheit at the end of the day. The sky's going to clear up, but it is nighttime, so it's not going to be apparent. I feel like apologizing for being really negative, but I'm not going to apologize. There's nothing wrong with expressing negative feelings. Or I don't want to say negative feelings, like a negative perspective. I don't think there's I don't think that negative feelings exist. I'm just gonna get up tomorrow, do the work that I have to do, and go and work on this set. And I think I'll be less stressed out once the set is closer to being this real thing. Now I'm going to answer a text message. I don't even care if this company wants to hire me anymore. Like, I've got no attachment to these people. Just stressed out, and then I drank some coffee earlier because I thought I was going to go out and work on my set, which I'm not going to do. So now it's going to be difficult to sleep. I'm not proud of this decision. Anyway, everyone have a great night.